Wait, Sean Lynch says MCP might just end up as an auth gateway.
Exactly. According to Simon Willison's weblog, Sean Lynch pointed out that MCP's real value is isolating the authentication flow outside the agent's context window. Maybe even outside the harness entirely.
Okay, so removing auth from the context, why is that such a big deal?
Because context is expensive. If the model doesn't have to remember every token of your login process, that's faster and more secure.
Right, but weren't older approaches like CLI skills already handling that?
They did, partly, but those were still tied into the agent's runtime. MCP decouples it at the system level.
So it's less about new features and more about architecture?
Exactly. It shifts auth from being an in-context trick to a first-class system layer.
Meaning the model no longer risks leaking credentials inside a session window.
That's the implication. Fewer attack surfaces, simpler renewal logic.
That'd also simplify token refresh handling mid-task, right?
Yep, you can rotate creds without retraining or reloading the agent. The auth layer stays separate.
And Sean mentioned maybe MCP shouldn't do anything else beyond that.
He did. He said even a pure auth gateway would still be a win because it solves a real isolation problem.
So developers get clearer boundary lines between the model and the real world's APIs.
Exactly. Cleaner security posture, simpler mental model for deployment.
But doesn't that limit how flexible MCP can be if it only does auth?
It limits scope, not utility. You can still build functions on top, just not jam them into the context loop.
That's a subtle but important design shift, avoids the agent spaghetti.
Totally. Fewer side effects, better auditability.
What do you think? Drop a comment below.
Next story drops in an hour. Subscribe so you don't miss it.